So guys, last time in the anime, we saw an alcohol called Yuki no Nagori became a hot product in the market. People were going nuts to buy this drink everywhere. So nothing seemed unusual because a premium product hitting the market couldn't be that serious. But that's when things took a turn. Every person who drank this alcohol became so addicted. They'd leave their jobs, their families, just to indulge in it. And this one time, Jinta's neighbor was even beating up his wife or maybe his daughter because she refused to give him money to buy that alcohol. Jinta knew something was wrong, because even an earnest man like Zenji fell for this alcohol too. So he teamed up with Akitsu to dig into it. He caught the supplier of this alcohol, and he told him a blonde woman showed him this alcohol brews in spring in the woods. He knew it turned people into demons, yet he brought the alcohol to market for money, and in fear and rage, he drank it and turned into demon himself. But Jinta quickly took off because Natsu's father, or you could say his own father, had been drinking the same thing for a while now. But sadly, it was too late already. Jinta's father had already turned into a demon, and he was about to harm Natsu. But Jinta got there in time to stop him. Jinta was ready to save Natsu, but she asked him not to do anything to her father. As for Akitsu, he was holding off that alcohol seller and rapped him out quick. Now, since that's over, he wanted to go to Jinta because he had a bad feeling about it. And Jinta was facing off against his own father right now. He was getting beaten up even though he was a powerful demon himself. He changed himself into a demon to get strong. But he couldn't let go of his heart yet. It felt so absurd that Jinta wished to be free of it. And that's when he recalled the last meeting he had with Yuki. It helped him get back up. Natsu was in danger, so Jinta drank that alcohol because it fills the drinker with rage. Now, for a brief moment, Jinta's hate swelled up, and he transformed in order to fight. He recalled his mother was sexually assaulted by a demon, and later she died giving birth to the demon's child. So that's how Suzu was born. Their father was enraged at that demon spawn. But Jinta took her away from there. His father was also a victim of this messed up fate. Since then, Jinta had wanted to get stronger to protect his loved ones. But this goddamn fate just doesn't want to set him free from misery. So at best, he could at least free his father from this miserable trap of fate, and with that solid resolve, he slashed up his father and set him free. But Natsu couldn't accept all this. She was in a deep shock. She still considered that demon as her father and blasted out at Jinta that he killed him. There Akitsu came too, but from the looks of it, he realized Jinta must have fought one heck of a demon here to make him this depressed. So he leaves out the details and new day arise. With it, both Jinta and Akitsu had decided to go to the spring where this alcohol was coming from, but Akitsu couldn't continue walking like Jinta could, so after a brief rest they continued again. But Akitsu had a hunch why this alcohol was called Yuki no Nagori. His hunch was right, and Jinta starts by asking the first step of how Japanese alcohol is made. It was pretty common knowledge, so Akitsu lays out the steps in shortcut. Then, this Yuki no Nagori is the same, but the only thing that sets it aside is the flavor. Generally, producers mix different things like fruits and herbs to infuse flavor in alcohol. But in Yuki no Nagori, that blonde girl mixed something that turned others into demons. Jinta bets it could be someone's corpse at the spring, but Akitsu hit his limits since he's human. Besides, he saw a flower in that snow. Jinta knew which one this was and recalls some things about it. Jinta felt nostalgic when he drank that alcohol, which means this alcohol isn't born from hatred, but it's from beyond the graves of someone's strong emotions, strong enough to turn someone into a demon. And Akitsu thought that their grudge is still alive even after death. Jinta had a different viewpoint, that it couldn't be hate, and the look on his face was different, so he knew it's best to leave Jinta alone to solve this matter himself. So Jinta thanked Akitsu and went on ahead by himself. He saw the similar flowers in the area, and then as he reached the spring, he realized who was buried in that spring. It's really heartbreaking to see that the man can't even cry, because the body here belongs to Yuki. See the first episode recap if you don't know. Anyway, her soul was still buried here, and Yuki knew some demon slayer would come to free her eventually. It's just nuts because Yuki was reduced to such a state even after her death, and yet she wished to be by Jinta's side, so she appeared before him to apologize that she's going away now. Jinta didn't let out a single tear when saying goodbye. To have her depart happily to the afterlife, that's going to leave a scar in his heart, and since everything was over now, The alcohol mess died down. Demons appearing from alcohol stopped because when Yuki left this world, that alcohol turned into plain water. It makes no wonder why all the addicted people were so agitated lately, but Akitsu said there's another reason for it, and that's politics going around, but their job is to slay demons. Not play political games, so they have nothing to do with it, but Jinta is still gloomy because he was thinking about that blonde woman who did this. She might be up to something new this time. But Akitsu had somewhere else to be, so he told Jinta to pay him a visit in Kyoto once he gets time. That's how these two parted ways too. Then Jinta went to Ofu's store to eat. And they were happy to see Jinta since they were getting a lot of new customers, but not their regular people like Natsu and Zenji. That's why they were worried about others. Then there Jinta got as usual, but he found the taste had changed. The owner said he cooked it the usual way, so Jinta stuffs it all in silently. Ofu knew something was bothering him, so she decided to take a walk with him. She asked Jinta if something was weighing on his mind, because she could tell he's depressed. And she doesn't want one of her regular customers to stop coming to their shop. Their talk helps Jinta cheer up, and she reminds Jinta of Winter Daphne. It's the flower called harbinger of spring season, a sign that a cold winter has passed. So in a way, she was assuring Jinta everything will be fine. But Suzu is up to something new again, and her hatred and the madness are still the same. And right there our episode 13 ends, so stay tuned to watch the next episode, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Till then, take care.